This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the World Health Organization has launched a global strategic response framework and joint operations plan to guide the international response to the spread of the Zika virus infection, as well as neonatal malformations and neurological conditions associated with it. The strategy focuses on mobilizing and coordinating partners, experts and resources to help countries enhance surveillance of the Zika virus, as well as disorders that can be linked to it. Other measures include improved vector control, effective communication of risks, guidance and protection measures, provision of medical care to those affected, and finally, the fast tracking of research and development of vaccines, diagnostics and therapeutics. The World Health Organization stated that $56 million is required to implement the Strategic Response Framework and Joint Operations Plan, of which $25 million would fund their response and $31 million would fund the work of key partners. In the interim, WHO has tapped a recently established emergency contingency fund to finance its initial operations. On the 1st of February this year, the World Health Organization declared the increasing cases of neonatal and neurological disorders amid the growing Zika outbreak in the Americas as a public health emergency of international concern. The National Center of Meteorology and Seismology have warned residents can expect cloudy weather and scattered rains, which are likely to bring down the temperature over the next few days, while motorists have been warned about foggy conditions on the roads. The announcement comes after thick fog covered most parts of Dubai and the neighboring Emirates on Wednesday morning, as motorists reported less visibility. Authorities have warned drivers to proceed with caution and drive with headlights or fog lights to ensure safety on the roads. Furthermore, thunderstorms and hail was experienced in parts of UAE and Oman on Tuesday, with reports of waterlogging in Fujairah and Ras Al Khaimah. In line with the weather warnings, the NCMS further announced that a low-pressure system is moving in from the northeast, resulting in towering clouds and heavy rains in the northern parts of the UAE on Tuesday and Wednesday, with a marine alert also issued for fresh and strong winds over the Oman Sea. Meanwhile, the authority also revealed that the Arabian Sea and the Sea of Oman are expected to be moderate in general, but may become rough at times. The agriculture sector globally is facing the challenge of feeding 9 billion people by 2050, which means that by United Nations estimates, food production must increase by 70% in the next 40 years. These statistics were discussed by experts from all corners of the world who are gathered at the 2-day Global Forum for Innovations in Agriculture taking place in Abu Dhabi. In the face of climate change that triggers flooding, temperature changes and water scarcity, all crucial to agriculture, food production is actually dropping at the moment rather than increasing. To cope with these challenges, experts stated that the way forward is green, smart, innovative farming. Rashid Mohammed Ash-Shariqi, the Director General of Abu Dhabi Food Control Authority, stated at the forum that we recognize the alarming fact that by 2025, 2/3 of the world population will be affected by water scarcity. He added that as agriculture production consumes 70% of the world's diminishing freshwater resources, we will consider a collective action program for the innovative use of water with the scientific community. Due to its lack of arable land, the UAE and the Middle East in general remain the world's largest food importer. As such, experts have stated that inappropriate crop identification for cultivation, water budgeting, rainwater harvesting, recycling sewage water, solar-powered desalination plants and new agricultural technologies such as hydroponics are some of the initiatives Abu Dhabi is working on to improve water scarcity and farming. Dubai Municipality has announced that it had inspected over 21,000 construction sites last year, of which a total of 6,400 buildings have been completed. Director of the Buildings Department of Dubai Municipality was quoted in local reports as saying that the completed buildings cover 70 million cubic feet. It was further added that a total of 43,251 applications for construction verification and leveraging digging sites were received last year, adding the department gives top priority to implementing safety measures and requirements at construction sites. Furthermore, the head of the Architectural Supervisory Section at the Buildings Department said the section conducted inspections of 21,400 under construction sites last year, of the total of 71,222 inspection visits to verify all the phases of construction, beginning from the foundation to the finishing, and later issued the execution certificate according to the rules. Meanwhile, the section also addressed 2,124 separate reports last year, including those related to accidents, violation, non-commitment to the architectural conditions, and disturbances and annoyances caused by working at night, among other offences. The Philippines Consulate General in Dubai has warned UAE residents to avoid falling prey to fixers offering a fake passport extension, as it could potentially result in a jail term. The Philippine Consulate in Dubai announced that over the past 2 weeks, they received at least 2 cases of passports bearing a fake stamp and a forged signature of a consular official. The consulate had stopped offering an additional year's extension on passports, with an exception offered for emergency travel purposes. Among the 2 cases involved a victim who paid 700 dirhams for a fraudulent extension on their passport, whereas the actual cost of an emergency extension is 120 dirhams, and a full renewal of passport is priced at 240 dirhams. The Philippines Consulate has added that they are processing a total of 250 passports daily, with an average processing time for passport extension at around 3 weeks.